Hello all, I am Rashmi VB and I am pursuing my second year MSc from Manasagangotri College, Mysore. Today the topic we are referring to in this session is OSI reference model. OSI reference model is an internationally standardized network where the letters OSI stands for Open System Interconnection. As the full form itself says, it basically deals with open systems. By this, what I mean is that the system open for intercommunication connections. The OSI model is considered as the primary architectural model for intercommunications of computers. Basically, what OSI model describes is that how information or data makes its way from application program just through a network medium to any application program located on other networks. The OSI reference model divides the problem of moving information between computers over a network medium. This separation of seven smaller and more manageable functions is known as layering. So basically what I'm saying here is that we have seven layers within the OSI models. Coming to the first layer, that is physical layer. Second layer is data link layer. Third is network layer, followed by transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and the last but not the least, it is application layer, wherein first four layers relate to the communication technology and the rest layer, that is fifth, sixth and seventh, what I mean by this is session layer, presentation layer and application layer. These relate to user applications. So now let's get started with the first layer, that is physical layer. Basically what the physical layer does is that it transmits bits from one computer to another computer. It also regulates the transmission of a stream of bits over a physical medium. It defines how the cable is attached to a network adapter and what transmission technique is used to send data over the cable. Deals with also issues like definitions of zeros and ones, how many old represents a one and how long a bit can last up to. The physical layer is most considered with the details of bit transmission over a physical channel. So now let's move on to the next layer, that is data link layer. Data link layer attempts to provide reliable communications over the physical layer interface. It breaks the outgoing data from frames and reassembles the received frames, creates and detects the frame boundaries, handles errors by implementing an acknowledgement and retransmission of scheme. It implements flow control, also supports point-to-point as well as broadcast communication, supports simplex and half duplex and full duplex communications. This was all about the data link layer. Coming to the next layer, it is network layer. It defines the most optimum path the packet should take from the source to the destination, implements routing of frames through the network, defines logical addressing so that any endpoint can be identified, handles congestion in the network, facilitates interconnection between heterogeneous networks, that is internetworking. In network layers also defines how fragment a packet into small packets to accommodate different medias. And now the next layer is transport layer. The purpose of this layer is to provide a reliable mechanism for the exchange of data between two processes and different computers. It basically ensures that the data units are delivered error-free, also in a sequence without loss or duplications of data units. It provides connectionless or connection oriented services, also with the connection management. Multiple connection over a single channel is also provided by this session transport layer. Coming to the next layer, it is session layer. Session layer provides the mechanism of controlling the dialogue between two end systems. It defines how to start, control, end conversation between applications. The layer requests for a logical connection to be established on end user's request. Any necessary logon or password validation is also handled by this layer. Session layer is also responsible for the termination of the connection. The layer provides service like dialog discipline, which can be full duplex or half duplex. Session layer can also provide checkpointing mechanism such that if the failure of sort occurs between checkpoints, all the data can be retransmitted from the last checkpoint. So now let's move on to our next layer, that is presentation layer. Basically, presentation layer defines the format in which the data is to be exchanged between two communicating entities. Also, what does it do is that it handles the compression and data encryption, that is providing secure efficient data transmission. This was all about the presentation layer. Now, last but not the least, it is application layer. Application layer interacts with application programs and is highest level of OSI model. Application layer contains management functions to support distributed applications. Example of applications layer are such as file transfer or an electronic mail or remote login, etc.